The sights, the sounds, the callbacks, the references to music and games from the past. What did I think of the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Let's talk about this film.
Here we go.
So I haven't been to the movies in a long time, and as a huge fan of Nintendo, of course, going into this, I had a preconceived expectation as to what I wanted to see, but of course, I also was afraid a bit, because movies lately have been sort of altered and changed and morphed into something almost unrecognizable, especially when it's something that has been done before. There seems to be this need to just change everything and then wonder why audiences aren't responding. So going into this, I was a bit nervous. I knew Miyamoto had a heavy hand in it, so I was kind of expecting what I got, but still, I was waiting for that one moment where I was like, oh, there it is. There's 2023 rearing its ugly head into this film. But no, it didn't happen. I saw families, I saw kids, I saw adults, everyone smiling, everyone laughing. The film is amazing, and that's not just because I'm a Nintendo fan. Trust me when I tell you, this film gets it so right. If you are a longtime fan of Nintendo, since the Nintendo Entertainment System, you're getting references and callbacks, references to games, sounds that you hear and you think to yourself, what was that from? And then you remember and there's an instant smile on your face. I'm talking from the NES to the N64 to the GameCube to the Switch. Everything is here. The Game Boy, there's references to everything. And we're going to talk about a few of those references in this video and why they just make this film so great. Charles Martinet was the voice of Mario in the games, and a lot of people were upset that he wasn't used as the main voice in this film. However, he was used quite extensively, and he even had a few cameos. There's a man named Giuseppe who is a cartoonish Italian man playing an arcade game called Jumpman, which was a resemblance of 1981's Donkey Kong, the first game to debut Mario as a character, and he even has that voice that sounds incredibly familiar. A few times through the film, you'll know who it is as soon as you hear that voice. There's also a ringtone on Luigi's phone, and that is the startup sound for the Nintendo GameCube system. Every time you turn on the GameCube, you get that sound, and Luigi has that set as his ringtone. When I heard that, I knew that this movie was going to be a joy for fans of Nintendo. They paid attention to so much, and just hearing that, I thought, wow, that's the GameCube startup screen. And it's just there for a few seconds, but that kind of care just really pulled me in to this film. Now, if you're a super fan, you know that Luigi having that set as his ringtone has meaning, because one of the first solo outings for Luigi in a video game was a game called Luigi's Mansion. And what system did that game debut on? The GameCube. So the GameCube startup sound is Luigi's ringtone. Just one of those incredible little fan moments that really solidify this as a film that knows who its audience is. At the beginning of the film, Mario and Luigi are admiring their own commercial for their new plumbing business while hanging out at their local Brooklyn eatery, and that's called Punch Out Pizzeria. The walls of the entire restaurant have photos of enemies from that boxing franchise, plus Foreman Spike, Mario and Luigi's opponent in the 1985 game Wrecking Crew, is sitting at a table enjoying a meal when he grabs Mario, his former employee in the movie, and tells him, "You're a joke and you always will be." Sebastian Maniscalco, the comedian, does that voice of Foreman Spike. But Punch Out Pizzeria is absolutely amazing. If you notice, there are pictures on the walls of, again, those enemies from Punch Out. You'll notice it, and in that scene, that's where that old man playing Jumpman is featured too. So look for that. Two of the things I talked about right in that one scene. just so good. The most iconic level in Super Mario Brothers, the game, level 1-1. If you pay attention, Mario and Luigi are running through Brooklyn to get to their first plumbing job. They dash across planks and hop over fences, and it resembles that level. The camera even pans back. You get that sort of left to right view as they move across the screen, almost like you're playing that early game. It was such an amazing moment looking at that and thinking, that looks so familiar. What is that from? And then you remember, wow, that is from level 1-1, the original first level in Super Mario Brothers. One of Mario's earliest love interest appears briefly in the movie. In the original Donkey Kong arcade game, Mario seeks out to rescue Pauline, a pixelated brunette in a red dress, from his pet gorilla who has gone wild. She mostly disappeared and was replaced by Princess Peach in the later games. But Pauline returned in Super Mario Odyssey as the mayor of New Donk City, and in the movie, if you pay attention, there's some flooding going on in Brooklyn, and she's being seen interviewed on TV about that flood. Mario Kart customization is in the movie. When I saw that scene and they're customizing their rides, I was jumping up and down in my seat. Toad suits up in a monster truck, Peach drives that sleek sports bike, and Mario rides in that classic kart. Here's where that scene really starts to pay that, or just scratch that nostalgic itch, because Rainbow Road is in the movie, the most treacherous course in the series. Mario, Donkey Kong, and the gang hop on some carts and brave the multicolored raceway in the movie. But think about this one. There is a shortcut. If you play Mario Kart, you know the Rainbow Road shortcut, and that is in the movie. Mario Kart players looking to improve their time on Rainbow Road know that they can use a speed boost to launch over the side of the track and land on one of the lower stretchers, which Mario accomplishes in the movie while he's being chased by evil Koopas. So you talk about nostalgia, you talk about knowing that source material. When I saw that, I was just stunned. In an ode to Koji Konda's iconic original music, Bowser asks Kamek to jam with him, and they play the underground theme to the original Super Mario Brothers. Those are just a few of the secrets, the Easter eggs in the film. There are countless others, whether it be sights and sounds that you hear or direct references to games from the past and systems from the past. But what if you're not a hardcore Nintendo fan? Well, judging from the reception of this film, clearly it isn't just hardcore Nintendo fans making this film push itself past the 500 million mark, the biggest second week now for the film, and it hasn't opened in Japan. This film could possibly reach $1 billion. It is a huge success. It is the start of the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, and there are so many good things to come. There's so many good things that could come in the future, but this film is a testament to a company, an IP, and treating it correctly, treating the fans correctly, treating the film correctly, treating the audience in general correctly, and the reception proves that. So I had a great time. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you saw the film, are you going to see the film? If you do go see it, let me know what you thought about it. Thanks for watching this video. If you would, think about liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.